We are Onyx Imaging. We are the highest rated and most reviewed printer service center in Oklahoma.
Hi, my name is John with Onyx Imaging. Today we're going to take a look at the Samsung CLP 6800 printer. And we're going to talk about some common causes of paper jams. More specifically, we're going to talk about common causes of paper jams that happen because of issues inside of your paper tray. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and remove the paper tray from the printer. I'm going to take it all the way out. And I'm also going to go ahead and remove the paper from the paper tray. That way we can get a better look. So if you look at the bottom of this paper tray, you'll see these screen adjusters on three sides. And what those are for is for adjusting this paper tray for the exact size piece of paper you're using in this paper tray. So in our case, we're using a standard 8.5 by 11 or letter paper. So it's going to be very important that we have all these tabs set on these little indications at the bottom of the tray for 8.5 by 11 or letter. If you have them set for a size larger or a size smaller, it's going to cause a variety of different problems, whether it be either letting there be too much room inside this paper tray and letting the paper shift too much, making it difficult for the printer to pick it up properly. It could also squeeze the paper in too tight if it's set for a smaller piece of paper, and again making it very difficult for the printer to pull properly. Also, it can cause confusion inside the printer, thinking there's a different size piece of paper inside this paper tray, so when it is pulling it through the printer, then it can think there's a jam just because the paper is not the right size. So very important, make sure all of your indicators are set for the specific size paper you're using in that paper tray. So another issue we see quite frequently is from adding paper into your paper tray. So say you have just a little bit of paper left, a couple sheets, and you go to add your next stack of paper onto it. And a lot of times what will happen is you set it down about 3/4 of the way back, and it'll kind of push the paper into the back of the tray. And sometimes what will happen is it'll kind of push and curl some paper into the back of that paper tray, and that again will squeeze this paper into this paper tray and cause it to be way too tight, and also interferes with the gapping and making sure the paper is sitting in the tray properly. So again, it's going to cause a lot of issues as far as paper jams go. So very, very important to make sure whenever you're adding paper into your paper tray, it's always a nice, clean, even stack. Give it a quick visual inspection. Make sure you don't see any paper curled anywhere. It should be nice, clean, four sides. If you do see any paper curled up anywhere, just take a second, remove it. It'll go a long way as far as reducing the amount of paper jams you're getting. Now the third thing that we see quite frequently, again, is from adding paper into this paper tray, and it's from overfilling your paper tray. So if you look at these little green tabs again, there's a little tab that actually pokes inward towards the paper. Those are for to show you your maximum amount of paper you can have inside this paper tray. So you never want to go past it or get to the point where you're having to shove the edges of the paper underneath there. So what's going to happen is you're going to have way too much paper in here. It's going to make the paper to be too tight up against the paper pickup assembly, and the printer's going to have a really hard time pulling those papers properly until you get back down below that point. So if you get to an issue where you're noticing that you're having a ton of paper jam issues, and then after a while it kind of seems to get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, and kind of go away, it's a good indication that you're overfilling your paper tray. So you want, very, very important. I usually say it's a general kind of good practice. Just leave a small gap between your top sheet of paper and these little flags here. Again, go a long way as far as reducing the amount of paper jams you're getting. So if you tried all three of those and you're still getting consistent paper jams, nothing seems to be helping. If you've had this printer for a while and it hasn't been maintenance, or you can't remember the last time it's had maintenance, there's a good chance the rollers are worn and need to be replaced. And if that's the case, please feel free to give Onyx a call, and we'd love to help you out with that. Also, if there's any way we can help supply with any of your printer office supply needs, please feel free to give Onyx a call, and we'd love to help supply this for you as well. And if you have any questions or concerns, also give Onyx a call, and we'd love to help answer those for you. We hope you have a great day and you're back up and printing. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. If you're interested in how you can receive free labor on all of your service calls, as well as how to qualify for free printer upgrades, contact us today. We are here for all of your printer and office supply needs.